Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURAIN binti ZULKARNAIN. I would like to talk about the company CTG Marine and Service, was founded on 29 March 2000. On 18 October 2002, the company received Ministry on Finance approval and Bumiputra status. This company priorities are the quality of employees with intensive experience and creativity in producing high-quality work. The company's primary business activities such as boat, building, maintenance, and repair. The curious to visit the CTG Marine and Service main goal is to identify the process that are carried out and used when the building something in a smooth and timely manner, and to learn more about the method used to ensure that the ship is produced in the high quality conditions and can satisfy and meet its company demands.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is MOHAMMAD AMSYAR from Group 2. Today I will present about flow of standard procedure and work instructions. Firstly, examination of designs and engineering drawings. The review of the design and engineering drawings is the first stage in the manufacturing process to make sure that all needs and specifications are understood. This process is essential for ensuring the finished product satisfies the necessary requirements and for spotting any potential problems or difficulties that need to be solved. Secondly, cutting of materials. The components, including the hull and frame sections, are then cut to the desired length and shape to guarantee that the component fit together properly during the assembly stage. This step demands accuracy. Third, the frame and hull section are then put together, paying close attention to fit and alignment to make sure that the finished product is structurally solid and adheres to the design criteria. It is imperative to complete this phase. Number 4, after the components have been put together, they are secured in position by welding them together. To guarantee the final product's durability and stability, it is imperative to complete this phase. Welds are smoothed out by sanding and grinding to remove any rough edges after welding. This step is crucial to get rid of any burrs or sharp edges that can hurt someone while being used. Number 6 is inspection. Any flaws or deviation from the design standards are then checked on the finished frame and hull. This stage is essential to make sure the finished product complies with all certifications and to spot any possible problems that need to be fixed. Number 7, primer and paint are then applied to the frame and hull to preserve the surface and give it a polished look. The purpose of this procedure is to stop corrosion and guarantee that the finished product looks fine. Number 8 is final testing and inspection. The final testing and the inspection are done to make sure that the frame and hull fulfill all necessary requirements. This phase is essential to make sure the finished product is secure and fit for usage. Last but not least, for purpose of identify and traceability, the finished frame and hull are then recorded and tagged. The purpose of this stage is to both detect any possible problems that need to be fixed and to make sure that the finished product can be linked back to its original design and requirements. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, hi, my name is ALIFF. I'm gonna continue the presentation. Okay, well, now I will also explain about the problems or weaknesses that occur in the shipbuilding company CTG Marine and Services. First of all, the problem faced by the company is that the employees have to do overtime job. They had to condense working hours due to the insistence or the time period given by the client was too short. This is also a problem because the company does not have enough laborers to meet the client's needs since the time given to complete a shipbuilding project is too short. The final quality of the shipbuilding will also be affected when the schedule for the shipbuilding phases is compressed. This is because every employee works in a rush so that there may be some parts that are not properly assembled and can lead to problems when the quality and risk assessment process is carried out by organizations such as Bureau Veritas. In addition, the main problem faced is that the working space is too narrow for the relatively heavy and risky shipbuilding processes. As told by one of the employees at CTG Marine and Services, for a work process, for example, such as welding tasks, cannot be carried out simultaneously with other work because the narrow space makes it difficult to do construction work together. Not only can the work cannot be maximized, but the risk of an accident is also quite high because it is possible that items that are high in high position can fall and crush some workers who are doing work at the bottom. Okay, next, I will also explain the root causes that are the cause of the problems that occur in the CTG and marine services. First of all, pressure from the client. We already know that clients will always want perfection in every project that they invest in. Therefore, they attach great importance to transparency or clear workflow during shipbuilding projects carried out by the CTG Marine and Services Company. They always want to know about the plans or phases of shipbuilding that have been made by the CTG Marine, and they also want to know that about the skills found in every worker who carried out the shipbuilding projects, so that the final result will be better in terms of quality. The situation has become the main cause of the problems faced because the pressure from the client has a great impact on the company, especially on the employees who have to do work in a rushing situation and are also tied to a difficult processes. Finally, the cause of the problem in the CTG Marine and Services Company is also that they do not have enough time due to the insufficient time allocation given by the client to them. This has caused the timing for each phase of ship construction to be accelerated, which means that all workers must do work in a short period of time, or simply put, do overtime job. The problem of insufficient time allocation is also affected by natural disasters. For example, there is a flood that has caused the structure of the ship to be damaged, and the company needs to make repairs, and there will be a problem with the client involving a time agreement for the shipbuilding process.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURUL ZAHRA binti Muhammad SHAMSUL. Today, I would like to present about the strategies to solve the problem based on the project management approach in shipyard. Project management is essential for business dealing with complex and time-sensitive projects, but insufficient time allocation and client pressure can have a negative impact. For the methodology, this systematic literature review was conducted using a thorough search of the literature on project management and the challenges that project managers face. Academic databases such as Science Direct and Google Scholar, as well as industry sources such as Project Management Journal, were used in the search. The articles and reports discovered were then analysed and evaluated in order to determine the most effective strategies for overcoming the challenges of insufficient time allocation and client pressure. For the result, these are strategies for project managers in overcoming the challenges of insufficient time allocation and client pressure. First is effective communication. Project managers must establish clear and effective communication with clients, include setting expectations and providing regular updates to clients on the project's progress. Always keep updating and in touch with the clients so that they are aware of the progress that is being made on the project that they are given. Second is time management. Being a good manager necessitates careful planning and deliberation. To ensure that the project is complete on time, project managers must prioritize tasks, allocate time effectively, and monitor progress. A manager must also have a framework and a systematic workflow in place to ensure that the projects run smoothly and on time. As a result, there will be no issues or problems in terms of quality or time management.
Third, risk management, which includes maritime risk assessment, is defined by ISO. The process by which decisions are made to accept a known or assess risk and or the implementation of action to reduce the consequence or probability of occurrence. Essentially, it must be concerned with observing the company's activities and operations, identifying potential problems, and determining the best way to avoid them. It is now the responsibility of the site project managers to identify potential risks and develop contingency plans to mitigate these risks. Even if unexpected events occur, this will help to ensure that the project is completed on time. The project manager of CTG Marine Services must prepare a risk assessment for every project they acquire so that all accident and risks can be avoided. 4. Resource allocation. Resource allocation is concerned with resource scheduling. It is one of the critical components for determining resource availability and scheduling them to coincide with the project timeline. As difficult as it may be to allocate resources correctly throughout a project's life cycle, it is an essential component of any comprehensive project management plan and should be complete during the project's planning stage. To ensure that the project is completed on time, project managers must allocate resources effectively. Personnel, equipment, and materials are included. Lastly, project scope management. Project scope management refers to the process that ensures the scope of a project is accurately defined and mapped. It must contain only the necessary project information in order to complete the project on time. Control over what is necessary and unnecessary in running the project is also part of the project scope management. Project managers must clearly define the scope of the project and effectively manage changes to the scope. This will help to keep the project on track and completed on time. For discussion, we get that the proposed strategies for overcoming the challenge of insufficient time allocation and client pressure are based on project management best practices. These strategies can assist project managers at CTG Marine Services in completing projects on time and to client satisfaction. Successful project management requires effective communication, time management, risk management, resource allocation, and project scope management. Project managers can ensure that their projects are completed on time and to the satisfaction of their clients by implementing these strategies. Conclusion. A skilled and knowledgeable project manager must also have a framework and systematic workflow in place to ensure the project runs smoothly on the time. Based on the observation made, the various obstacles and challenges incurred by this company are solely due to the presence of managers who are responsible and wise in the carry out their duties. They can effectively and efficiently overcome the problem and challenges they face. As a result, a company efforts and objectives are critical in order to achieve the high quality and result in customer certification. That's all for us. Thank you.